Hello everyone. For my planning proposal, I will be suggesting that the city of Tallahassee creates a community center in Lake Bradford that's completely self-regulated. And if you're not familiar with that area of town, it's directly off of Stadium Drive, and it's going to be located right next to a Whataburger, and then the further on down you get, there's just some convenience stores. So when deciding where to place the Lake Bradford Community Center, I really wanted to take into account means of transportation that the patrons would have access to, and so I want it to be centrally located to at least one bus stop, if not more, and not just city bus stop, school bus stop as well, so that students are able to go hang out at the community center after school, if they don't want to go home or if they're parents are still at work. In addition to that, this area, Lake Bradford, there is a lot of highly concentrated poverty within about 10 square miles of the intended facility, and because it is relatively low income, there are not as many opportunities for community engagement as there should be, and so hopefully this proposed community center targets a couple different aspects of bolstering community involvement that I'll go more in depth later in the presentation. In order to address the social needs of the people of the Lake Bradford area of Tallahassee, the number one program that I want to implement within this community center is a child care program where parents can drop their children off or children can show up at any hours of the day, and then it's also going to be open for care after school, and it's going to be completely free. Don't know how that's going to happen, but we got to beg someone for money. In addition to that, I want to implement a community garden uh, so that at a young age, the patrons and the children of the community center are able to learn about food justice along with sustainability. And then also, I would like to ideally have the ability to provide food and an industrial kitchen to the patrons of the community center, and so that students and children who otherwise may not have 3 square meals a day have the opportunity to get at least one or two and take some snacks home with them when they leave the community center when it closes. And then in addition to that, I want to foster a collection of the radical books that you wouldn't typically find in public schools, and the ones that are maybe a bit more foretelling uh, to students about how the system is working against them.